Hello there, and welcome to video 1 of the Understanding Bitcoin series brought to you by CryptoPerHour.com. Unless you've been living under a rock for the past few years, most likely you have at least heard of Bitcoin by now. However, if you're like most people, you probably don't fully understand it yet and still have questions. In this video, I'm going to start off by revealing the 5 key reasons why Bitcoin is a big deal and why it likely will continue to grow massively in both adoption and market size over the next decade. With that being said, let's dive in. Reason number 1, be your own bank, including permissionless, unconfiscatable, and pseudo-anonymous money. One of the biggest benefits of Bitcoin that makes it so unique is that it gives everyone with an internet connection, regardless of age, gender, or location, the opportunity to create an account and essentially be their own bank. You don't need to fill out paperwork, submit personal information, or seek approval from a financial institution to create a Bitcoin account. To get started using Bitcoin, all you have to do is download a simple Bitcoin wallet application to your computer, and then you're all set to start sending, receiving, and storing Bitcoin. Unconfiscatable. With Bitcoin, you don't have to rely on banks to store your money for you. This means that there's no button someone can press to remove money from your account without your permission. With a traditional bank account, literally at any moment, someone with a few keyboard keystrokes can steal all your money from you. Maybe because they thought your account activity looked suspicious, or a local government ordered them to do so, or maybe the bank just went bankrupt. Either way, if a bank takes your money, you are now at the mercy of the law in your country to try and get it back. And since you now have no money in your account, good luck paying for a lawyer to defend you. Time to start begging your family or friends for money to hire a lawyer so that you can maybe be successful at getting your hard-earned money back. With Bitcoin, this all changes. If you hold your own private wallet keys, there is nobody that can take your money from you without your permission. Pseudo-anonymity. While all on-chain Bitcoin transactions are public on its peer-to-peer blockchain, users remain anonymous until they reveal their identity. This means nobody in the world besides yourself has to know if and how much Bitcoin you actually have. Moving on to reason number 2, monetary policy. Introducing money that is strictly limited in supply and issued debt-free. One of the things that has made Bitcoin so revolutionary in the world of finance is its monetary policy. Unlike all major government-issued currencies today, Bitcoin is strictly limited in supply. Based upon its code and algorithm, there will only ever be a total of 21 million Bitcoins in existence. In fact, 18 million of those are already in existence today, with only 3 million remaining to be released within the next approximately 100 years. New Bitcoins are issued into the network through a process known as proof-of-work mining. In simple terms, the way proof-of-work mining works is that individuals and companies contribute their computing power to the Bitcoin network in order to process transactions and provide security. In exchange for providing this computing power, they have a chance at receiving the newly issued Bitcoin mining reward every 10 minutes when a new block is created on the Bitcoin blockchain. The more computing power they contribute, the greater the chance they will get the reward. Every 4 years, the Bitcoin mining reward per every 10-minute block reduces by 50%. When Bitcoin was first released in 2009, 50 new Bitcoins were issued every 10 minutes. Now that number is only 12.5 at the time of making this video. In mid-2020, that number will be reduced to 6.25. Due to Bitcoin's strictly limited supply and 50% supply inflation reduction every 4 years, the Bitcoins in circulation are becoming very scarce. This is the main reason why the Bitcoin price has increased so much over time and most likely will continue to do so. In a nutshell, demand for Bitcoin keeps going up, while the supply issuance of new Bitcoins keeps being reduced. This is the perfect scenario for price appreciation. Debt-free issuance. One of the little-known potential societal benefits of Bitcoin compared to existing currencies is the fact that new Bitcoins are issued into circulation debt-free. One of the biggest secrets about our current banking system is the fact that banks essentially create money through the process of debt-based fractional reserve lending. The way this works in a nutshell is a bank can lend out up to 10 to 30 times the amount of deposits held in reserves. The problem this creates is that this makes most currency in circulation over time debt-based. This means for almost all currency assets you hold, another party holds the debt liability for that amount. This could, for instance, be in the form of a home mortgage, credit card loan, or sovereign national debt. So if you ever wondered why there's so much debt in the world and how that number keeps increasing, this is one of the main reasons. With Bitcoin, debt can still occur because one party can naturally lend money to another party, but at its core, it is created debt-free. Secondly, the loan made doesn't inflate the base Bitcoin supply like it can with a traditional bank loan. Moving on to reason number 3, transactional benefits. Introducing low-cost, permissionless peer-to-peer transactions, cross-border payments, large money transfers, and microtransactions on a network available 24/7, 365 days a year. Unlike traditional financial institutions, the Bitcoin network runs 24/7, 365 days a year, and sending transactions doesn't require permission from centralized parties. With Bitcoin, you can move small or large sums of money to anywhere in the world for a tiny fraction of what it would cost with services such as Western Union, MoneyWire, or PayPal. In fact, there was recently someone who made a transaction worth over $1 billion using Bitcoin for a transaction fee of less than $10. To put things into perspective, that's less than it costs on average to send a few $100 using Western Union. Bitcoin doesn't care about borders like traditional finance does. Sending Bitcoin to someone thousands of miles away is just as easy and cost-efficient as sending Bitcoin to your next-door neighbor. At the time of making this video, the median transaction made using Bitcoin is worth approximately $270, and the median transaction fee paid is only 17 cents. In order to better scale the Bitcoin network and enable even smaller microtransactions, a group of developers are currently working on implementing an exciting new solution called Lightning Network. The Bitcoin Lightning Network will enable users to make microtransactions and only pay fractions of cents in transaction fees, in addition to enabling faster payment times and worldwide network scaling. Moving on to reason number 4, open source code. One of the understated advantages of Bitcoin is that its core codebase is all open source. This means that anyone can review it, search for bugs, and even submit contributions for review if they wish. Since Bitcoin is open source, you don't have to put your faith in the developers. You don't have to trust that their code is safe and not of malicious intent. You can check and verify it yourself, or pay someone with the technical expertise to do so on your behalf. Moving on to last but not least, reason number 5, decentralized censorship-resistant network. One of the key advantages of Bitcoin is the fact that it runs on a decentralized, distributed, censorship-resistant network with no single points of failure. This means that no individual or government has the capability to shut down the network. If you shut down specific nodes or miners, new ones just pop up to replace them. If you shut down specific Bitcoin websites, new ones will just be created to replace them. Since Bitcoin has no official leaders, it is not dependent on single individuals to operate. This means all the top figureheads in the Bitcoin industry could theoretically be hit by a bus tomorrow, and the network will continue operating. If they die, new people will replace them. If a specific country's government decides it wants to go full authoritarian and ban its citizens from using Bitcoin, it'll be really hard for them to fully stop its online usage. Secondly, they risk impoverishing their citizens relative to other countries that become more acceptive of it, especially if adoption keeps growing rapidly. Bitcoin's decentralized censorship-resistant network has made it a force of nature and allowed growth that other previous attempts at creating private market currencies could have only dreamed for. With that being said, this concludes Video 1 of our Understanding Bitcoin series. In Video 2, we will be teaching you exactly how you can get started using Bitcoin. This video was brought to you by CryptoPerHour.com. CryptoPerHour.com enables anyone to get paid directly in Bitcoin by completing simple microtasks listed on our website. Visit our website today to claim your free account if you have not done so already.